Good afternoon, everybody. I just got done tending to the garden, just peeking around a little bit, and decided I'd like to try another Unripe. This is one of those ones that'll turn like a blackish and then they'll turn red afterwards. This is the C01225. It's a Capsicum-Eximium. Looks very similar to, say an Annuum or Frutescens or Bacatum elongated pods. We'll see how it matches up with flavor and heat. Smells green. Yeah, starting to get a little hot, kind of bitter, low level burn, not bad. Pricklies on the tongue, tip of the tongue a little bit, reaching back up into the throat and then sinking on down. Got a tickle in my nose from that one too. Vapor must have escaped my esophagus. A little knot of warmth hanging out behind my sternum a little bit, and a little bit down into my stomach. Tastes pretty similar to an unripe Annuum. Texture-wise, the flesh is really thin skin too. So I like the texture more than unripe Annuums. A lot of Annuums, like Serrano, jalapeno, and whatnot, have really glossy, thick peel to them, and it's really hard to just chew them raw. It takes a lot of chewing, and the peel, the very outer layer of the peel is like plastic almost. So yeah, texture-wise, this one very, very much better than that. Faintly similar to like an unripe Naga, one of the super hots. They have the really thin flesh usually. It's kind of similar to that, but not quite. Heat's pretty much dead at this point. It's a little bit more on the tip of the tongue. It's kind of focused itself forward, and all the other stuff is receded except for some faint tinglies. Very different tingling sensation. It's kind of sparkly, for lack of a better term. Just twinkling in and out. And right in here in my throat. Faint bit. It's very faint, but it's noticeable. So yeah, another different burn. We'll see how they are when they're ripe. I got a lot of pods on the plants, so should be able to get some nice ripe ones off of it within the next month here. I'm getting a little antsy not having any ripe pods, but it's cool to try the unripe ones too. Some of them are really good when they're unripe, so the scientist in me is always thirsty for new knowledge, and something like peppers. A lot of them are good when they're unripe, and some of them aren't quite as good until they're starting to change color. So I was branching out and trying those things out. Yeah, very different burn. Kind of now that it's drawn itself up towards the front of the mouth and the tip of the tongue, and then even the twinkling in the throat now is subsiding, but it's still there a little bit. Yeah, cool. So, C01225. Here's the remnants of it in the Capsicum-Eximium. Very nice texture-wise, and flavor, it was bitter. Some of them are more bitter when they're at that stage than others. They might drastically improve in their flavor once they're ripe. Texture-wise, I really like those, so definitely gonna be giving them a shot when they're starting to turn red. I think they turn red. I don't really know anything about them. I just got the seeds from a gentleman over on hot peppers last year, so I'll have to do a little more research. There might not even be any pictures. If I remember correctly, on the chiliman.org there wasn't any picture of it, so I can do some recon and come back with a little more information on it possibly when I do the ripened version. So I'm going to cut this one off now. Thanks for watching. Again, texture good on it, but it was bitter. You know, can expect that with a lot of green or unripe versions of peppers. That one was not the bitterest I've ever had, but it wasn't the mildest. So flavor, unripe. I definitely would wait till they fully ripen. Texture though, really nice, soft, like biting into a spinach leaf almost. A little bit firmer in certain respects, but somewhat analogous to biting into a spinach leaf. Succulent flavor or texture almost. Really, yeah, not bad. Texture really good. So, see you later.